Hello, everyone. Bilal Malas here, head of client success and partner at Lux Sales Consulting. Today, I'm joined by Lee Kramer, who is an alternative loan consultant at nextbizloan.com out of Maryland. And Lee has joined us. It's been a couple months where we've been working together and is currently generating appointments with ideal clients and ideal COIs. And, before joining us, Lee was having issues in getting in front of more ideal prospects, either COIs or ideal clients in an automated fashion. He needed help automating outreach because obviously, the old ways, are time consuming, et cetera, et cetera. That's what we were able to solve working with Lee here. And we're going to talk about the results today. And, Lee has been able to communicate with a lot of excellent COIs and has a huge potential deal down the pipeline, and that is hopefully closing very soon. And that's exactly what we're going to talk about. So today, Lee, if you can just quickly introduce yourself, so your name, where you're from, and what you specialize in, and what kind of results we've seen so far with our SLS framework.
Okay, sure. So again, my name is Lee Kramer, and I assist individuals with starting or growing their businesses by providing uniquely formulated financing programs through the use of NextBizLoan's select network of lenders. And as Bilal was saying, the SLS framework has enabled me to much more targetedly get in front of spheres of influence, contacts of influence, as well as actual ideal clients. And one of the contacts that I was able to make had a problem with funding a project that he was trying to help the person who's actually buying the or doing the construction. So it's in the beginning stages, but it has tremendous promise. Basically, again, through the SLS framework, I was able to locate this consultant. And this consultant has a client who's looking for funding to construct car washes on military bases. Now, the consultant was having difficulty getting the funding for his client because the financing requires a lender who both understood the car wash business and had experience working with the military on bases. So I was able to check through my network of lenders, and I found a funder who had the right mix of experience and expertise. So my lender has now set up a meeting to go over the project with the consultant, actually just coming up this coming Monday. And hopefully this is going to lead to the lender being able to move forward. The project involves up to 250 locations. We don't know if all 250 locations would be funded, but if they would, this could be an approximately $500 million funding opportunity.
Amazing. I mean, and for you, Lee, I'm curious to know, I think the biggest win is that would you ever have thought of getting in front of these types of prospects, before working with us? Like, what were you relying on? And then how come, now we're able to get in front of people, ideal prospects like that?
I think the point is as you're making, you don't really understand exactly who you can help, in a sense, in that you may have some ideas about some specific, spheres of influence you want to present yourself to, or some particular clientele, and you don't know that there could be some other people out there that you have solutions for. And this would be an example of that, because this person is a consultant who's trying to help someone find funding. And I wouldn't necessarily have reached out to someone who was trying to find funding like this. In fact, most of the funding that I do is much smaller amounts. And to find someone who has a need like this and to be able to satisfy it, I don't think I would have been able to have done without the SLS framework.
Well, and let me ask you this as well. I mean, like a lead like that, right? Usually, like, what would it take for you to get in front of them, and how come this was? It seemed like it moved pretty quick, and the conversation was right to the point. Like, how come it happened so quick and so efficiently versus like before? Maybe you had to rely maybe on someone putting you in touch with that person, referring you to that person, etc.
Well, SLS framework uses tools which allow you to contact people, through social media. And that allows you, to present yourself as through your profile as someone who has, perhaps the expertise to solve a problem, so that when you message them, they're willing to respond and see what you have to offer. And so it's basically, being able to present to have a way to present myself to people that I'm contacting through a source that allows me to reach out to many people and find the ones that are willing to be, have a relationship with.
Absolutely. I would that then I would absolutely agree with you as well, is the fact that we were able to position you as that authority, as a trusted advisor. And I think that's how people are wanting to do business with you, because you were able to establish yourself as a trusted advisor on the online presence. And that's what we specialize in on the tech side, and that's what we were able to help you do. And I want to commend you for putting in the work with us, and many more to come. It seems like we're hitting a stride, and if we're getting that big deal closing, it's going to be huge. And then more importantly, we're going to get a lot more down the pipeline, just going to go up from there. And in all cases, Lee, it was a pleasure talking with you today, and that should be it for today's interview.
All right. Thank you. Pleasure as well.